You know, they say that every man eventually has to make a choice. Some of those choices turn out alright. And some of them choices, well, they just don't work out. I do know one thing though, that every choice that any man makes has some definite consequences.
Isadora! Isadora! Malachi! Malachi!
Welcome, wrestling fans, to the biggest little wrestling show. Jay Biggs back here with the RWF alongside me, my broadcast colleague, John Billington. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us right here at Channel 12 and 220 every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. for the biggest little wrestling show, the most awesome wrestling action in all of Northern Nevada. Getting set for some singles action here to start off the show as Wrestling Personified. Rik Luxury leads down his friend Matt Carlos to the ring as they are set to go, as I mentioned, one-on-one with El Chupacabra. Now, this guy here, John, if you haven't really had a chance to check him out, Matt Carlos he's got this awesome movement going on the West Coast. This guy is really just one that you have to definitely deal with. Now, check this out.
Big country Jody Kristofferson. You seem to be obsessed with getting back in the ring with Wrestling Personified. The fact of the matter is, Jody, I am here to climb to the top of the biggest little wrestling show here in Reno, Nevada, the Reno-Wrestle-Factory. I'm here to prove why I am the greatest thing today. So, Jody, you're going to have to wait. Because I brought magnificent Matt Carlos, one of the hardest workers signed with Pink Mink Inc. today. And he's gonna take you out, Kristofferson, so that I never have to deal with you again. Tell him, Carlos.
Oh yeah, big country Jody Kristofferson. You're the big guy with the big name, right? Well, you forgot one thing. Pink Mink Inc. is here, so it's time for you to take a seat back and scoot over, because Pink Mink's coming in and we're taking over. Right, Rik? Like we always do.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, John, some tough words there from magnificent Matt Carlos and, of course, wrestling personified Rik Luxury. But in his absence would be one Marcus Mack. Look at this right here. Big Jody Kristofferson, big country that is. Jody Kristofferson coming out here. Fan favorite at the RWF.
He looks like he's shaking in his boots after he heard that promo by magnificent Matt Carlos.
Well, it definitely is a numbers game at this point. As you know, Pink Mink Inc. is definitely a stronger agglomeration of men than just Jody Kristofferson himself. A man who's been absent as well would be Derek Sanders, his tag team partner from American Pride. Hopefully we'll see him back here in the RWF. But for right now, the fans going crazy welcoming Jody Kristofferson. Of course, he's from Houston, Texas, weighs in 240 pounds, so this is a big boy right here, John.
Oh, I can agree that he's a big guy. He's a former collegiate athlete. But there's one thing he can't do with magnificent Matt Carlos is he cannot match him with speed.
That is definitely true. Magnificent Matt Carlos, definitely a high flyer here in the Northern California, Northern Nevada scene. As I mentioned, he's definitely a force to be reckoned with, considering he has Pink Mink behind him too. But as I was saying earlier, absent in his presence is Mr. Marcus Mack, the owner of Pink Mink Inc., who I'm sure will be back with us on January 9th. As the biggest little wrestling show, TV taping once again heads your way to the Evelyn Mount Community Center. 5:30 p.m. It's a Sunday show this time, folks. Hopefully you mark that down in your calendar and come on out and have some fun here in Northern Nevada and Reno. After this last show, though, that we had back on December 11th, man, the action is crazy. Look at this. Brian Cage, January 9th. He's going to be with us. That's a former FCW talent from Florida Championship Wrestling, so he will be with us. Make sure you join us January 9th, as I mentioned, Evelyn Mount Community Center. All right, John.
He told me he'd rather work for the RWF than any day in Stamford.
Wow, that's actually that's a nice comment by Brian. Proud to be part of the RWF here. Of course, my name's Jay Biggs, John Billington next to me, and Matt Carlos here in the corner talking his jive before he gets set to lock up here with big country Jody Kristofferson. Referee Sparky Ballard watching over the action here tonight, and Matt Carlos.
That way too intelligent for Jody Kristofferson.
He's just toying around. And Jody Kristofferson, believe me, he can definitely come back to that. That's nothing. He's got the fans going behind him. He's going to, and even the fans are probably going to keep a close eye and a lookout for Matt Carlos for one Jody Kristofferson here tonight.
Well, one thing about the fans here in Reno is they're sympathetic and very patriotic, and I find it revolting.
That's not very nice, John. Well, either way, one very American pride-ish kind of person you could say is Jody Kristofferson, and he is very proud to be a part of the United States of America. And he's got Matt Carlos there in the corner. Look at trying to say that he's smart. I hardly doubt that right there. That was if anything, he was probably scared and backed up to the corner there, the size of Jody Kristofferson.
I believe Matt Carlos is from the United States as well.
Well, that is true, actually. He's from Daly City, California. Definitely, as I mentioned before, this kid has already impressed quite a few people here on the West Coast. But look at this, Jody Kristofferson, the size advantage, taking him down. Almost like collegiate grapple there. They're trying to get him down the mat. Now he's got him front face lock.
Watches Matt Carlos magnificently wrestles out of this hold.
We're going to find out if that happens. Oh, he turns it around, though. There's arm pin back behind him. Let's see if Matt Carlos... Oh, look at that, holding it in one place. And, oh, the tactics, the dirty tactics there. Matt Carlos just slapping him around, playing with. That's not very nice at all. And if anything, it's going to upset it. Right there, John. Upsetting.
Just because he's cocky does not mean he's dirty.
Oh, you want to talk about the smarts? Look at that, a headbutt from Big Country. Whoops him against the ropes. Here we go. Oh, reversal by Magnificent Matt. Oh, down with a shoulder tackle. He's going to hit the ropes once again, Big Country. Bumps over him, and what's going on here? Matt leaps over. He's
athleticism by Matt Carlos.
Can't take that away, but look at this, a big gorilla press by Jody Kristofferson. He's got him up in the air, good 8 feet at least right now. Look, oh my gosh, the strength of this kid. He's just pressing him down to the mat. Goes magnificent Matt Carlos, and that was done magnificently by one Big Country Jody Kristofferson. Who, look at this, Matt Carlos trying to get consoled on the outside by Rik Luxury.
He's had many back injuries in his illustrious career. He's got to fix his game plan with Rik Luxury. Isn't that wrong with that?
Well, maybe so. Rik Luxury, look at him acting as he's the Marcus Mack of right now, considering. Oh, look at this. From behind, Matt Carlos comes in. Another body press. Look at this. He's got him up. He's got him up. Oh, right there with the snake eyes into the corner.
He can't do that.
Yes, he can. It's completely legal, John. He's got him in the corner going up to the second rope. He's going to get the fans behind him to count this. 1. Oh, just a 1 count there. Of course, he's going to whip him out of the ropes now.
Jody can't even count to 10.
Well, I can't confirm or deny that, but I think Jody's a pretty smart kid. As you mentioned, he went to college. Look at, oh, right there, a chop. Might have been a chop right across the chest of the Magnificent One.
He may have went to
Luxury on the outside, just praying, please stop, Jody. Oh, look at this. Oh, whips him out of the corner, big back body drop. Must have been 10, 15 feet in the air. Turns him around. He's got the cover. Is this enough? 1, 2. Didn't think so, John. Didn't think so.
You're not going to beat Matt Carlos with a simple back body drop.
That's true. I mean, take nothing away from this kid. He might not have a ton of size on him, but man, the athleticism in this one is unreal. Look at that. See right there. That's what I was talking about, the athleticism, just jumping over.
That's right. He's got no bounds on what he can do. He has no recollection of weight.
Now he's putting Jody Kristofferson into the second turnbuckle twice, into a bulldog. Look at this cover on him. Don't think that's going to be enough yet. Just one count, if even that. Maybe a 3/4 of a one.
He hasn't even taken off his bandana yet.
That's true. And that would probably contribute to him not even breaking a sweat yet, right, John? Look at this. On top, one. Just a one count once again. A lot of fight left in this man. Big country, Jody Kristofferson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Have a break here on RWF's biggest little wrestling show. Stay with us.
Copy Express, 1730 Shaber Avenue, 1 block north of Baldini's. Our services include black and white copying, color laser copying, graphic design, full service printing, copywriting and editing, laminating, large format prints, courtroom exhibits, legal duplicating, and attorney support services. With over 60 years combined experience, we provide impeccable quality, speedy, professional service, friendly, knowledgeable staff, client confidentiality guaranteed.
If you want to learn to fang and bang with the best of them in the wrestling ring and you're in Nevada, check out the Reno-Wrestle-Factory. Be a star.
You love wrestling. You've always wanted to be a part of it, but you just don't know where to start. It doesn't just have to be a dream anymore. You can do more than just watch wrestling. You can be wrestling. There's only one reputable wrestling school in Northern Nevada, and that school is the Reno-Wrestle-Factory. So get off your couch and give Reno-Wrestle-Factory a call and start living your dream today.
Getting right back into the action here on the biggest little wrestling show. I'm Jay Biggs alongside John Billington, and right now we have magnificent Matt Carlos on top of one big country Jody Kristofferson here.
Let me ask you a question, Biggs. Did you expect anything less?
You know, Pink Mink Inc., I don't want to take anything away from these guys. They're good wrestlers. They just got some dirty tactics that I'm not exactly fond of. But Big Country right here is showing why he's an athlete. He's trying to stay in the game. Got his foot on the rope there to break the hold.
Listen, you do anything it takes to win matches, and the Pink Mink Inc. is the most dominant force in professional wrestling today.
That's definitely true, and if not in all professional wrestling, at least the RWF, I can guarantee you that. They just run havoc, especially the last show, December 11th. Man, hopefully you can join us once again January 9th as we see more Pink Mink Inc. But look at this. Oh, look, Jody Kristofferson from behind. Got him around there, and is this a sleeper? No, he's got Matt Carlos has got his magnificent legs wrapped around the bottom rope. Look at that. He's definitely feeling it now.
The perfect ring positioning by Matt Carlos saved him from that hold.
I assume that's by the leadings of one wrestling personified, Rik Luxury, teaching him that ring. He's been training with him and Marcus Mack, one of the dirtiest players in all the game.
You've got to admit, wrestling personified's a great guy to learn from.
That is definitely true.
Brian Cage's face off the screen.
Nothing wrong with Brian Cage. Phenomenal athlete. He'll be here January 9th. Make sure you join us. reno-wrestle-factory.com on the World Wide Web. There's a link there for tickets if you want to go ahead and get those to Eventbrite. Right now, Sparky Ballard has his hands full trying to keep control of magnificent Matt Carlos. And look at this down. Jody Kristofferson shows him. Look at this.
Triangle.
That's what it looks like right now. Almost looks like that. And look at this. Matt Carlos is trying to get that arm in. And didn't get him down. Went for a count. Wait a minute. What is this, John? What's going on? He's got him. Oh, my God. The power of Jody Kristofferson. He's got for a sit-down power bomb. And that right there is maybe the momentum that this man needed to win this match. Look at this. Jody Kristofferson is just heating up. He is boiling over right now, getting the fans to support behind him. Look at this. He's getting that arm ready. What's going to happen? Oh! That big clothesline to Matt Carlos. He's down. Another big elbow to Matt Carlos. He's down. Look at Jody. Fans rallying behind him now, winding it up, and boom! With a nice right punch. Square in the middle of the head.
Close fist.
Yeah, say whatever you want. Look at this. And, oh, Jody Kristofferson with a power slam. 1, 2. Oh, not enough to put him away.
He didn't hit that whole move with 100% accuracy. That's why Matt Carlos kicked out.
Maybe that's true, but he still has more of an opportunity, I guess you could say, John, to win this match, considering right now Jody Kristofferson, there we go, almost got tongue twisted, is still in this match. Throwing him up top, what we see here, possibly a superplex maybe, or something.
Sure not going to be a Hurricane Rana. He doesn't have the athleticism.
That's definitely, well, I wouldn't want to say athleticism, but he's not a small guy. Not easy to do. Look, Jody Kristofferson off. Matt Carlos has got him up. Look at second rope. Oh, a DDT from the second rope. That is enough.
He'd stick a fork in him.
1,
He's done.
2. Come on, Jody, kick out. Oh, yes, right there. Matt Carlos just can't understand how a second rope DDT couldn't put away Big Country. But I'll tell you right now, he's got more left in his arsenal. Don't take anything away from this Texan at all. Look at that. Big right hand. You want to talk about those closed fists now? Hey, I'll tell you right now, they're telling people to defend themselves any more than open the fist in wrestling, and that is definitely true. So
he only punched him because Jody hit him first.
Whatever you want to say. Eye for an eye. How about a pin for a pin? Jody Kristofferson right here needs to definitely... Oh, look at that. Just as I was mentioning it. Get some momentum his way. He's getting some right hands and raking the eyes, and Matt Carlos comes right off. Look at this. What is Jody doing? And oh my God! Was that a spear? For the second rope? 2, 3. That's enough to put away magnificent Matt Carlos here on the biggest little wrestling show as we start off an awesome evening of wrestling action. Oh my God, Big Country, man, this guy is a house of fire, John, just win after win thus far here at the RWF.
Obviously, Matt Carlos has been punched in the face. Rik Luxury, I'm just flabbergasted by the end of this match.
Say what you want, maybe you're at a loss for words, but this man, Big Country, is the force to be reckoned with here.
Have you seen a spear from the second rope like that?
I've never seen a spear like that at all. And look at the fans getting behind Big Country, Jody Kristofferson, who, as I mentioned, is one of the top men here in RWF.
Kid's probably got rabies.
I highly doubt that. Come on. Come on, John, jeez. All right, look at that.
Don't touch any of these cretins.
Well, I bet not. One gave you a cold a couple weeks ago, too. That's what you get. All right, well, unfortunately, on the losing end of the stick here is one Wrestling Personified's buddy. That is Matt Carlos. Magnificent Matt Carlos. And oh, here comes Chupacabra, set for more action here tonight at the RWF. And fans getting behind him, supporting him as he is ready to go one-on-one with Sir Samurai in this contest. Look at that.
Rick and Matt haven't even left the ring yet.
I know, look at this. He's still... Oh, look at... What was that all about? Just bumping into him blatantly, anyways.
They've had their history of problems, but I can tell you this, that was not a small move.
Oh, the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, El Kukui, none of them have what I have. Of being the fanging and banging beast, the Mexican werewolf, El Chupacabra. And when I hit the Adios Powerbomb, that means lights out. This is Chupi on the biggest little wrestling show.
Who is El Kukui?
Never heard of that one either. That must be a Spanish monster or something. I'm not sure. All I know is the El Chupacabra definitely is one of our best high flyers we have right here at the RWF and in the whole NorCal, Northern Nevada scene. But this man, Sir Samurai, comes to us from the Nabuki-Kan Dojo, wherever in the world that is. I know that it exists, but I've never been able to get an actual location out of him.
That's because you're never going to be invited there. Maybe I'll take you on a trip one of these days.
Okay, well, man, I'll actually join you. Just check it out. I know what you're talking about, and right here, this man has a lot of jip and jab, I guess you could say, because he talks quite a bit during his matches. That is Sir Samurai. And you know what? You got to give him his respect. You know, the guy is definitely, he'll come out here and he'll showboat around. He'll talk to the fans during his matches. And he'll wrestle some of the top athletes and this whole independent scene, and he will definitely give them a fight.
Don't let Sir Samurai's smile and swagger fool you. This guy's a straight killer.
And he's got a, oh, look at that. Chupacabra. I mean, anybody coming at you with teeth and blood in their mouth is going to scare the living you-know-what out of you, but...
Teeth are weapons, by the way.
I didn't know fighting was legal in wrestling. Maybe it is, but I guess when you're a werewolf...
Of course it's not legal.
He's got those 2 giant fangs. He said he's the man who fangs and bangs here in the RWF, and that is true. Now, referee Dale Clifford checking out the shoes of Sir Samurai, making sure he has no weapons in there. He's checking out Chupacabra now as well. Want to make sure this is a fair contest.
Look at the perfect physique of Sir Samurai. This guy screams athleticism.
Well, yeah, that's the perfect physique, I guess you could say, if you want to swim across Alcatraz or the Bay, or if you want to ride 20 miles on a bicycle. Yeah, it is pretty much a perfect physique. But right now, Chupacabra, he's got the physique that is quite a bit smaller. He's given up some size here to Sir Samurai. That's okay, though, because take nothing away from this kid. Mexican werewolf El Chupacabra, who has nowhere reached his peak in the world of wrestling at all, is definitely going to take it to Sir Samurai here tonight.
He'll be on the side of a milk carton anytime soon.
Who's that?
Chupacabra.
I couldn't imagine that face on the side of a milk carton. Either way, maybe some...
That's because you don't drink milk.
Maybe on the side of some Lala. That's the Spanish milk that they have down there. But either way,
I believe the term is leche.
Okay, maybe it is. I don't know. Spanish is not my stronghold, but here we go either way.
Neither is the Queen's English.
Okay, that's definitely true. All right, Sir Samurai getting set to lock up here, kind of feeling each other out. Test of strength is not what I expected to start this match off, John.
Why would you say that? Because Sir Samurai bench presses 900 pounds.
900 pounds? Okay. Yeah, Chupacabra here. Look at this. Oh, look at that. He wins the test of strength. So much for bench pressing 900 pounds, John. And look at, Sir Samurai turns it around. Kind of in a wrist lock right now. And Chupacabra is going to, look at this, going to reversal out of this. Gets up. Goes into a headlock.
Samurai is going to put on a clinic of technical wrestling.
Well, right now I wouldn't doubt that at all, considering I've seen both men wrestle, and they both know their collegiate styles, and technical wrestling ability is there between both men. And Chupacabra and him, as I mentioned, just feeling each other out right now. There's no way he's going to get a pin yet. Just quick cover from him. Look at this. So they're both going for a front face lock.
When they jockey for position and Sir Samurai gets the top position, he does not let go that easily.
True, and it's not going to be very easy for Chupi, considering, as we mentioned earlier, he has given up a little size in this match.
A lot of size and intelligence.
I can't say much about intelligence. This guy feeds himself. He runs around the Mexican Badlands and gathers up, I'm not sure if it's coyotes or squirrels or whatever it is out there. Look at him. He's got him in the hammerlock right now. Puts him in the headlock, takes him over. This is a lot of technical wrestling, a lot more than I really thought, John, that we were going to see so far.
Well, excuse me.
Look at him pull the hair. Look at him pull the hair. Come on, ref. 1, 2.
I didn't see a hair pull, but at any moment, Sir Samurai can pick him up and drop him on his face and end this matchup.
Well, and I'll stay true to what I say. You're only 3 seconds from the end of match 1. Right there. At any given time, that is, John. And right now, he's still got him in that headlock, just wearing down Sir Samurai. Of course, as we mentioned, he's the bigger man, so he's going to have to use some wear-down techniques. But right now, look at this. Sir Samurai jumps around. This is just really good wrestling ability here by both men. Very, very pleased thus far in what we've seen and the RWF fans have seen here at the biggest little wrestling television taping. You can join us once again on January 9th. That's a Sunday here in Reno at the Evelyn Mount Community Center. 3200 Valley Road is the address. Make sure you head out there and join us.
Look at that. Oh, God.
And he's nipping up now, and Chupacabra just keeps putting him down. And this guy, I'll tell you right now, you wanted to talk about physical ability. I did not suspect I would see him be able to nip up that many times in a row, considering his physical attributes right here. John, thus far, Sir Samurai, and much like any other time I've seen him, has impressed me.
He's impressed me every day that I've seen this guy wrestle. He can wrestle for hours on end.
It's true. I have heard of some of the hour-long iron matches this guy's had, some of the tables matches and ladder matches throughout the Northern California, Northern Nevada scene. very un-samurai-like. Oh, well, that's very samurai-like. Stomping on those toes, going right to the breadbasket with the knee, getting the fans to try to acknowledge him at least. Right now, he's whipping him against the ropes. Let's see what he can do. Oh, Chupacabra ducks that one. Up and over. Is he going to hurricanrana him right there? Sir Samurai down. This might be a break that El Chupacabra needed to get this match rocking and rolling here. Look at this. Oh, Russian leg sweep by El Chupacabra. Going for that cover. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he just drops him right there, that senton.
This isn't a lucha libre match.
He is a lucha libre star. You know, take nothing away from El Chupacabra. He knows his styles, whether it's Mexican wrestling or just United States regular wrestling. I mean, right now it's just, look at this. Oh, bounces up over him. And he's, a hip toss right over the top from El Chupacabra.
Samurai wasn't ready for these drop kicks or the close fist and the biting by Chupacabra.
Now he's down to the outside. Look at it. Samurai looks like he might be trying to get some regular airflow into his lungs. Right now he's asking the referee to please hold off on the 10 count, which is what he's got to get to the inside once again before we have a count-out victory for the Mexican Werewolf. Referee Dale Clifford, though, getting a little debauchery there from one Chupacabra on the inside of the ring when he's trying to do this.
He just went out to the outside to check his pulse. It's a perfectly healthy maneuver. That fan just tried to trip him.
I highly doubt that. Come on now.
You highly doubt that the fans there in Reno would put their hands on our wrestlers?
No, I don't think that would happen. I mean, maybe unless they're 8 and under. We've seen that before via the Sheik, but right now, look at this.
Was kicked in the face.
That is true. Of course, that kid also jumped about 3 or 4 feet off the ground when he had Sheik in his face, too. But right now, and what's actually odd about that is that was actually a match with El Chupacabra as well. So maybe the fans just have an interest in Chupacabra. Maybe, not sure exactly what that is, but right now, look at this. Sir Samurai still stealing time to get back inside. And I don't think El Chupacabra is really helping out the situation, the 10 count at all necessarily right now. He really needs to get this guy back in the ring and hammer on him instead of sitting here and letting him actually gather up a little bit of, I guess, say rest.
That's one thing you don't want to do with Sir Samurai is play his game. Uh-oh.
Look at, Sir Samurai right there. That's that game. That's that game you were talking about.
He baited Chupacabra like the animal he is, and Chupacabra fell right into it.
Almost decapitated him, and look at this. He's back on the inside. He's giving him a couple knees to the face, and look at, he's kicking him right there in the chest. Now Sir Samurai in the winning position here in this one-on-one contest. I want to thank you once again for joining us on the Biggest Little Wrestling Show.
It's like a hunter playing with his prey.
That is true. And look at him, just almost stalking him. Ricking his eyes right there with his boot with the laces.
Stuff like that, and you definitely think about putting on your makeup.
Well, right now I know that's tribal Mexican Badland makeup from the Chupacabra.
Yeah, what tribe is that?
The Chupacabrans. All right. Right now he's Chupacabra looking like a dying animal.
Information.
It just stuff that I've been able to find out. You got to stay on top of this stuff, John, if you're an investigative reporter.
I investigate nothing. I only know Fox.
Look at this now. He's got his hair. Referee needs to keep on top of that. He's got him into the corner. Let's see where we're going to go. Chupacabra's, look at that. Just putting those shoulders right into the midsection. El Chupacabra in the corner still has some major issues to deal with in this match because he is on the losing end of the stick.
Let me tell you something, Bigglesworth. You take a guy's breath away, you take away his speed, his endurance, and his will to live.
Well, right now, Chupacabra, look at this. Maybe some light behind him as he already kicked Sir Samurai in the gut twice. And went for a third time, and he got it right there. That might be the charm to keep Samurai off him as he can get out of the corner maybe and capitalize on this situation. Look at, and relentless Sir Samurai just keeps coming back, and look at that.
That's a true sign of a veteran. You know, you throw your legs out at a guy like Samurai, he's going to grab him and use him to his advantage.
Very smart by Sir Samurai. Very smart. And right now, this is showing why he's definitely on the winning end of this match right now. With clubbing blows across the face. He's going to whip him out of the ropes. What's going to happen right here? And, thought he was going for a splash of some kind. He caught an elbow from El Chupacabra, who hits him with the double feet in the face. What's going to happen now? Looks like El Chupacabra's going up. Second row moonsault. But that technical savvy and that wrestling ability of Sir Samurai once again shows why he knows his ring presence, and he's able to get out of there and capitalize on Chupacabra down. 1, 2. Is that enough? No, not quite.
face of Sir Samurai. He's definitely had enough of Chupacabra's tactics.
If there's one word that describes that, I would say it's frustration, John. And tactics by Chupacabra, you can say all you want. All he's done thus far is wrestle this guy. And that's what I've seen in this match, and it's very, very impressive, is it's been wrestling. You know, I've seen some of the stuff that Sir Samurai's done in the past. I know how the Lucha Libre style goes along with Mexican Werewolf El Chupacabra well. But look at this Russian leg sweep from Sir Samurai, and look at this. Oh, what is that? He just took him over with a Russian leg sweep and reversed over on his stomach into a, what would you call this, John?
It's some type of submission hold. He's got it locked on perfectly right in the center of the ring.
Look at this. Chupacabra rolls it over as he can 1, 2. That's where those holds can come in dangerous, because you can reverse them over and it could be a bad predicament for yourself.
The energy that Chupacabra just displayed trying to get into. He's biting him. He's biting.
Look at that. Come on, Dale. Come on. Referee Dale Clifford has the
qualified Chupacabra right now. Throw this match out right in the books.
Well, I can agree or disagree with that call, but I can tell you right now that was definitely something that referee Dale Clifford is going to have to keep on top of, and that's the biting from those big fangs of the Mexican Werewolf, who's hitting Sir Samurai right now in the gut. Big right blows, and look at once again ring presence and the savvy there by one man known as Sir Samurai shows why El Chupacabra was unable to get to the ropes. Now look at this, a very flamboyant pin. Is this a pin or just a choke? Come on, ref.
Obviously a combination of both.
Well, he's 1, 2. Didn't think that was going to be enough. Just took a slap from Chupacabra's hand to get that boot off of him. Now he's just taunting him. I mean, this is almost as bad, John, as when Chupacabra actually let Sir Samurai gather some strength on the outside. He needs to not let him, this is a high flyer. He needs to get all of his energy away from him, not sit there and put his foot against the rope.
Just letting Chupacabra know, you better quit flipping and flying all over the ring like a freaking animal.
Well, that's what he is. I mean, he's the man beast. He is the El Chupacabra, and he's showing exactly why right now. Look at this with those big right arms, forearms, in fact, across the head of Sir Samurai. Well, look at this, going for a sunset flip, rolls him over. 1, 2. Not enough to take away Sir Samurai's. Oh, look at that! Devastating clothesline.
He just leveled him with that clothesline. You see the weight proportionate with the inertia, and it's just too scientific of a move right there, Biggs.
Just took him right over. Back 1, 2, and oh, look at that. He's holding the rope. Sir Samurai doing anything to get a little bit of leverage in this match.
He's got to. He's already been bitten and punched in the face with closed fists.
Yeah, well, Chupacabra's almost been decapitated twice. Look at this. Continues to hit him.
Serves him right.
Say what you want. Remember to join reno-wrestle-factory.com on the World Wide Web. Of course, you can join us on Facebook, MySpace, Twitter as well. All the links to your favorite stars are right there. Once again, that's reno-wrestle-factory.com. You can check out all the latest episodes as well of the Reno Wrestle Factory.
When are we going to have some John Billington merchandise?
I'm not sure. Whenever we'll start selling it, I'm sure you just talk to the webmaster and he'll get it up there. But my question is, who in the world is going to buy John Billington merchandise?
Oh, thousands of fans out there.
We've seen some of your merchandise already. I think we can hold on to that. But right now, exchanging blows is one Sir Samurai and El Chupacabra coming off the top rope. Sir Samurai, he did catch him. And whoa, actually got out of that. Look at that. Oh, an enziguri by the Mexican Werewolf. Sends Sir Samurai down to the middle of the mat, right in the center of the ring, which is where he wants him right now. And look at this, Chupi trying to get the fans to rally behind him by hitting that mat. Got a clap by the fans here.
That might have been a knockout blow.
Definitely has Sir Samurai down, and he's on the mat just trying to gather his thoughts, I'm sure, at this point, and conjure up any little bit of effort he can to get up. He needs any leverage at this point because Chupacabra has got those fans listening to him here in Reno behind him. Look at this. Oh, what in the world was that? It's like he's going for E-Honda punches.
Open palm strike.
Whatever in the world it is, Chupacabra dodged it twice. Double chops to the chest from the Mexican Werewolf, who's got the fans fully behind him here now in Reno at the Evelyn Mount Community Center. Whips out Sir Samurai into the corner. Look at it. Chupacabra. Oh, and look at this. Sir Samurai's in the corner now. Chupacabra, they're just exchanging corners. Look at, double knees.
These guys are so fast the camera can't even capture them.
That's true. Look at this, and he rolls right into him. Sir Samurai in a bad spot at this point in the match. Fans are going crazy here in Reno. El Chupacabra has gathered up some strength like he just ate a fresh meal of goat. And 1-2, and kicks right out there.
Have you ever tried goat?
You know what? I actually haven't, John. Have you?
Of course not. I wouldn't put such a disgusting animal in my body.
Say what you want. Some of these people love it. And look at this. He's going for it. Slice spread in the corner. But Sir Samurai holds on. Very smart by him. And look at this. He's got, right across the knee. And, a DDT. The tide of this match just continues to turn east, then west, north, and south. I mean, it's all over the place right now. Referee Dale Clifford as well is just kind of flabbergasted as to how much more can one of these men take a 2 count to the Mexican Werewolf right there before he kicks out.
These guys have given it their all on the biggest little wrestling show and should be commended.
That is definitely true. I'm glad you were able to acknowledge that, John, that both men have given it their all. And this started as a very technical wrestling match with a lot of collegiate wrestling involved at the beginning, and now it's turned into a Pure 6 brawl, basically. I could tell you that, and look at this. Sir Samurai still trying to showboat and doing things that I wouldn't suggest would be the best of efforts right now. And
he's got the match in perfect control right now.
What is this? Oh, look at that. Chupacabra was lifted up, belly to back, and then dropped the face of Sir Samurai right on his knee. Samurai now down. What's going to happen here? Looks like Chupacabra is calling for the end.
Stamina is coming into play now for both these competitors. I think this match is going on about 20 minutes or so.
Almost has, and look at this. Mexican Werewolf, El Chupacabra up top, and there we go. It shifts again, as now Sir Samurai, pointing to the head once again at how smart he is, goes to the top rope. Are we going to see a superplex? Come on, John, is this real? Oh, dang it. Right there.
Good night, Chupacabra.
That is very possible at this point, but as you notice, he actually has fallen to the outside of the ring, John. That's the place that he doesn't even want him.
Well, Sir Samurai, he'll take a count-out victory.
A victory is a victory, that's right, but I'll tell you right now, if he has any pride at all, he's going to want to get to the outside if he has any honor, and he's going to grab him and throw him on the inside. And look at this. We got a little kid there on the outside. She seems to be excited that Chupacabra's there. Almost like he's...
This disgusting little girl out of here.
Come on, John. Disgusting. That kid is cute.
Children need to be contained here in the Evelyn Mount Community Center.
And Sir Samurai, no remorse at all. He has a little girl on the outside right there in front of him. He's just beating on him. Look at it. Oh! Look at it. He lifted about 3 feet off the ground after that kick there, John. And what's going... What? Oh! Oh, another fan gets involved in the match. And
chasing her.
Look at it. What? Come on, Samurai. That's a kid. Put her down. And Mexican Werewolf grabs her, puts her to the outside. And at least he has enough sense not to mess with the Chupacabra while he's got a kid. And look at this. Chops. He seems to be really fired up as his fans support him here in Reno. And, of course, Sir Samurai was on the outside messing with his fans. And right now, 1, 2, and 3. 3 hits right there into the mat. Sir Samurai, this has become like a bar fight at this point. He seems about as fired up as possible. And right now, Sir Samurai in the match. This match is still going. Remember, we did not have a count out. Oh, look at that. Shoulder right to the breadbasket. Chupacabra hops over, and look at this. Oh, he threw him off.
His move, his power bomb.
Adios. And look at this. What is this right now? And a knee across the edge. Oh, look at these knees to the head again of Sir Samurai, who seems to be rocking and reeling. What is this? Chupacabra's got him up and...
Oh, no.
No. Adios, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, and that's going to do it. As the Mexican Werewolf, El Chupacabra, continues to show us his superiority here in the reno-wrestle-factory with a big W here on the biggest little wrestling show. Very impressive win, and both men have my full respect at this point, John.
May I say that Sir Samurai was assaulted by a fan during this match, and I think a definite rematch should be signed immediately.
As odd as it is to say, 2 assists from underage fans at the show for Chupacabra. Regardless, I have not seen him be pinned 1, 2, 3 to the mat yet here at the RWF.
That's because he's hires hitmen to take out his opponents, just like we've just seen on camera.
Really, that's what happens. Chupacabra's the hiring hitman, right? Okay. Well, right now, the gut of Chupacabra is obviously bothering him. He's got his hand around there just trying to display. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back. Make sure you hold on.
Come on, Chupacabra. As soon as he walks through this curtain, you get his attention.
That looks like the inside of the entrance to the...
Nobody, we're going to show him who he is.
The ring.
As soon as he walks through this curtain.
He's got no idea what lies behind that entrance.
kidding me? You wanted to talk about hitmen and how Chupacabra hired them to do dirty work, and
It's gonna be good.
come on, Marcus back in here. What?
Superstar
Look at this.
Chupacabra. Oh! Right in the we got it.
Somebody get some help back there for this man. This is ridiculous.
Who's he think he is, right? Get him. Huh?
Oh, that's a cinder
Bump into
block
Rik
wall.
Luxury, will ya?
Who
You'll
you
see
think
what
you
happens.
are, Chupacabra?
Yeah.
Huh? Who you think you are, huh?
That's Rik Luxury. You better not forget it. Better not forget it.
That's it. Finish him off one more time.
Get
up, Chup. Say hi to the wall.
No, that's oh, come on.
Think twice before you
Man,
bump
that's
into Rik
family,
Luxury
for
and
God's
Pink
sake.
Mink
Come
Ink next time.
Let's go. I got a match.
Let's do it.
See you later, Chupacabra.
Well done.
Beer, the best four-letter word you've heard all day. Enjoy an ice-cold bottle domestic for just 99 cents. Because at the Sands, it's all good.
Welcome back to the biggest little wrestling show here in Reno, Nevada. Homegrown entertainment for you. I'm Jay Biggs, and right there, of course.
Hey, Biggs, I've never seen you look prettier.
You can say what you want right there. That was taking away, if anything. I can't believe he even thought pink and black would be good enough to put around me. But right now, Sparky Ballard taking those away from me, and
It's like putting perfume on a pig.
thanks. All right. Well, my co-host John Billington alongside me, and we are set for some one-on-one action. Out now comes Dylan Drake, one of the Reno-Wrestle-Factory favorites here. And, boy, just disgusting actions by Pink Mink Inc. before we went to break there, as Magnificent Matt Carlos and Wrestling Personified Rik Luxury, the two men in the middle of the ring right there right now, beat down the Mexican werewolf El Chupacabra in the back, just hitting his head repeatedly against the cinder walls. I can't believe the disgusting actions by those two.
Well, I can believe it, and I've never seen such a display of violence backstage before, but that's what happens when you stick your nose in Rik Luxury and Pink Mink Inc.'s business.
That's true, and you got to wonder, the owner and leader of Pink Mink Inc., that's Marcus Mack, who is absent this week, of course. Probably had something to do with that, and I'm sure we'll see more of the plot unfold as you make your way out January 9th to the Evelyn Mount Community Center. First show of 2011 for the Reno-Wrestle-Factory. Hopefully you had a very nice... Hopefully everybody had a very safe holidays, of course, Christmas, and now New Year's up on us here in just a couple days. It's going to be a very busy week for a lot of folks here in the Reno area. Of course, right now, RWF, we are gearing up for our big show. As I was mentioning, that's going to be January 9th. It is a Sunday edition, so make sure you mark that down in your calendars. Don't want to show up on a Saturday at 5 o'clock. There's going to be nobody there, but there might be some people playing basketball. It's Evelyn Mount Community Center, but I can tell you this much. It is going to be an awesome show. Wrestling Personified Rik Luxury right now, showboating with Sparky Ballard. Sparky Ballard, of course, wants to do a pat down real quick, make sure that Rik Luxury doesn't have any weapons, tasers, anything like that.
Well, you shouldn't have to check a guy like Rik Luxury who's never used a weapon in his entire career.
John, okay. Anyway, I'm not even going to go there because you know just as well as I do that there's always something underlying in the plans of Rik Luxury. All right. Slapping the hands like he's going to get some fans to get behind him after all he's done tonight by attacking the Mexican werewolf El Chupacabra and other stuff. And, of course, what he did to Jody Kristofferson earlier. Don't expect we're going to see many fans rally behind him at all.
Probably not, but what I'd like to remind you of, Biggs, is Dylan Drake looks like a big 6-foot Ken doll.
Yeah, that's funny. My wife says he looks like Prince Charming from Shrek. Coming through the ropes right now, Rik Luxury. Maybe not. He needs to gather up a...
I'm surprised that you're a married man.
You know what? I am actually, too, sometimes. Dylan Drake here. Look at this.
Was it a night in Vegas?
No, it wasn't. I had a friend of mine named Billy one time that did that. Didn't work out too well. All right, look at this. He's got him collar, elbow tie-up. Dylan Drake taking that. Look at this. Just wrenching it around right now and holding onto that wrist. Puts it in the back, and, of course, now Rik Luxury trying to feel his way out of this situation. Don't think it'll take much, of course, right there. Just a right elbow to the face of Dylan Drake. Puts Dylan in a headlock.
A perfect way to wrestle out of that hold. An elbow to the face. What could be more simpler?
You can sit there and say you're a Rik Luxury fan and you like all of his moves and stuff, and that was completely legal, but still, just an elbow to a man's face, just doesn't seem right sometimes, especially when trying to feel each other out. But right now, it doesn't really matter because neither of these guys are friends. There we go. I'm just getting tongue twisted today. But
Did you swallow some marbles? Get your head in the game.
no, I think I'm okay. Look at this. Rik Luxury reversing it around on Dylan Drake right now. Very smart maneuvers there by Wrestling Personified, showing why he got that name, of course. Got the headlock in, and Dylan Drake, once again, he's got that arm back there, and look at this, into a headlock. Very similar beginning to this match that we saw earlier with El Chupacabra and Sir Samurai. These two are just filling each other out. But right now, I think that Rik Luxury definitely has to get on the upper hand of this match in order to win, because Dylan Drake has just been on a hot roll as of late here at the RWF with victory after victory. Not saying that Rik Luxury hasn't had him either, but just Dylan Drake, man, just a house of fires of late here in Reno. Look at this, hops over him in the corner, and oh, a nice arm drag takeover from Dylan Drake. Hops up, perfectly executed as a drop kick, and now he's gonna send him over to Magnificent Matt at ringside. Almost got that baby stroller there with the foot, and look at this. What do you think they're talking about on the outside there, John? You think
they're probably trying to avoid the lunatic fans here in Reno? We've already seen a fan assault one of our wrestlers. Sheik Khan was kicked in the face a couple weeks ago, and obviously they do not want anything to do with these disgusting cretin-like fans here in Reno.
Speaking of marbles right now, I think these two need to gather them up instead of trying to head to the back and actually get back into the ring and fight. That's what this is about. Reno-wrestle-factory is not about playing your way around at all. This is simply pure wrestling, folks. This is homegrown entertainment, as I mentioned earlier. This is the best in sports entertainment in Northern Nevada and Northern California, for that matter. Into the inside comes Rik Luxury, a whip from Dylan Drake. Nice arm drag once again. Perfectly executes that. Now he's got Rik Luxury down right there in the middle of the ring with that knee right in the face.
Talk about unsportsmanlike conduct. Dylan Drake didn't even let Rik Luxury enter the ring like a man.
Well, as I said earlier, neither of these men are friends, so I think all bets are off as long as it's legal, and both moves were legal, including that elbow to the face earlier. Look at this, though, working on that arm, Dylan Drake. Now just booting his arm right there, and while he's down on the mat, continues to wrench it. Well, that wrist has got to be hurting in his shoulder right now. Look at Rik Luxury, just the pain on his face. Magnificent Man on the outside, trying to give some words of encouragement. As we know, though, he is the younger tenor of the Pink Mink Inc. group here at the RWF. Still just wrenching that in, and a nice leg drop across the arm now, too, from Dylan Drake. Continues to stay on that part of the body on him. He might wear it down.
Rik Luxury's held more titles than you've got follicles on your head.
I actually don't doubt that at all, John. I mean, I do know for a fact that this man has been all over the West Coast, Northwest, and has held many titles all the way up and down that coast. And right now, Dylan Drake continues to wear down Wrestling Personified, Rik Luxury. Look at the pain on Rik's face right now, John, just in the middle of the ring. He's got him in perfect position.
He does. Rik doesn't make too many mistakes. And you will see by the end of this matchup that Rik Luxury will be the winner.
Well, that is yet to be told. I can guarantee you, though, it's going to be a hell of a fight for both men. Dylan Drake, who's been on the winning end of this stick so far, is right now just getting capitalized on, and onto the outside goes Dylan Drake after Rik Luxury grabs his tights and throws him out.
Right on that cold, hard concrete floor.
That's right. There's no giving pads here at the RWF. That is just, look at this right now. Magnificent Matt Carlos sneakily going over there, trying to maybe put the boots to Dylan Drake. Let's see what happens. Oh, Dylan Drake had enough in him to know that was about to happen. And look at this. Now he's on the outside. He's got Magnificent Matt. Wait, no, he's running. Look at this. Run across and boom! Oh, my gosh. Perfect ring presence and just some, oh, my gosh. I can't even believe the caliber of that, how that was executed by Magnificent Matt and, of course, Rik Luxury.
Look at the communication skills right there by Pink Mink Inc. He shouldn't have made the mistake of trying to chase Matt Carlos.
Look at that. Oh, right there.
Who's not even involved in this matchup.
Now the lower back of Dylan Drake is definitely one thing that's unforgiving is the corner of that mat, which is where. And look at that, the steal. You want to talk about cold and hard? That steal right there will definitely take it out. And look, looks like even he hit him so hard the pad fell off to the turnbuckle, and he's got him on the inside now. Rik Luxury showboating, which is what he shouldn't be doing. He should be capitalizing. Of course, he is Wrestling Personified, so I'm assuming he will get right on that. And very odd tactics here by Rik Luxury. He sends him right back to the outside. Maybe him and Magnificent Matt are setting something up again, but right now, referee Sparky Ballard, the head official here at RWF. Look at that. Oh, Magnificent Matt right there in the kidneys, beating the heck out of Dylan Drake, who's on the outside. and the referee didn't even see it. It's like it never even happened, John.
Of course it didn't even happen. If the referee didn't see it, then it didn't happen.
Yeah, you can say what you want. We all know what's going on, and it's on the conscience, which I'm sure they don't have much of one. But look at that right there. The back right across the knee from the outside to the inside by Rik Luxury. I've never seen that before.
Wrestling Personified is picking Dylan Drake apart.
He may be doing that. He may not. You know, Dylan Drake's got a lot of fight left in him. At this point, he's definitely trying to wear him down. I can guarantee that. Either man need this dude because this is kind of a, I wouldn't even say a rubber match because they would have had to have matches before, but I can tell you both these men have about equivalent victories here in the RWF and are both on somewhat of a streak. Oh! Look at that right there into the corner. Dylan Drake is just planted between the third and second rope. Rik Luxury goes to the outside now and is choking him. Look at that, John. You want to talk about dirty tactics? He even has to get the 4 count from the ref.
Well, he didn't get disqualified, but let me tell you something. Look at
that right there, talking to the ref and choking him at the same time while magnificent Matt Carlos has got his little mouth. Oh, look at that, a slap.
When Rik Luxury gets a game plan in his system, he's one of the most dangerous competitors here in the RWF.
You know, I'm not going to at all disagree with you. Wrestling Personified, that's how he's got the name. Whips him into the corner right there. Dylan Drake with a belly-to-belly suplex, and over goes Rik Luxury. Look at this right now. He's down the ground. And Dylan Drake tried with one of those perfect execution drop kicks, and Rik Luxury, having that ring presence, knew exactly where he was and moved. And look at this now. Still some stomps to the side of the head of Dylan Drake from Rik Luxury.
Rik Luxury saw that drop kick coming a mile away. He's got Dylan Drake perfectly scouted.
So I said that ring presence definitely taking effect here in this match. And even with this, the fact that he has his back.
Look at the game plan working on that area of his core and his spinal area.
Take that midsection away, he is done, like you have said before, John. But right now, that ring positioning on this hold as he wears him down, I mean, you know, either way, he has to try to make it to those ropes. It's going to be quite a venture considering he was in the middle of the ring. But right now, Dylan Drake up, trying to, look at this, elbow after elbow, and Rik Luxury grabs the hair. Even Sparky Ballard saw that. Not much you can do about it now, it just happened. And Rik jabbing to the camera as usual. Look at this now, he's going to grab Dylan Drake, and of course, see where he goes from here. And oh, right across the knee, and once again, the hair pull. Sparky Ballard has really got to stay on top of that, John.
I don't see anything wrong with it. He's got his man right in the predicament that he needed to.
Still an illegal, I wouldn't say hold, but I guess it was some kind of a hold because it was holding the hair. Right now, though, look at this. He's cinching in on the back. He's just trying to get that lower back, that lower lumbar region of the back, of course, to wear down. And look at Magnificent Man on the outside saying, just break it, just break it. And oh, Rik Luxury right there.
Can you imagine how hard it is for Dylan Drake to breathe right now?
He's got to be hurting. That is true. I mean, considering his ribs have been crushed in by Rik Luxury there, and just multiple hits to the stomach. And look at this right across the back. The kidneys are hurting. Not to mention what Magnificent Matt did earlier to his kidneys by just beating the heck out of those on the outside.
I saw nothing.
Of course. Does not surprise me at all. Rik Luxury right there. And look at this. Dylan Drake trying to get back up. And oh, that is not good for Rik Luxury.
He kicked him right in the buttocks.
That was not a kick. And that wasn't the buttocks either. Look at this right there to the breadbasket. Rik Luxury showing once again that ring presence and pointing to the head and saying, hey, I knew exactly where I was. That's my ring savvy. I'm smart. Dylan Drake obviously has not been wrestling as long. Made his debut in 2007. Came out of the world-famous All-Pro Wrestling Garage boot camp over in Hayward, California. And just in the last 3 years that he has been wrestling, though, has garnered quite a nice resume, I guess you could say, here on the West Coast Indies.
Well, this isn't a job interview. Oh!
Look at that right now, dropping him across the back of that neck. Rik Luxury. See if this will be enough to count. Oh, 1, 2. Wasn't able to capitalize on that situation, John.
Never interrupt me, Biggs. His resume will never help him in this matchup.
Maybe not. I would look at this, though. Up and over, both men. Oh, flying body cross by Dylan Drake. 1, 2. Oh, about a 2.5 there from Dylan Drake. Was just holding his head going, what more do I need to do? But his back is obviously in pain, as you can see there, John. He continues to hold that back around the kidney area.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's got permanent damage.
Oh, look at that right there into the corner, putting those shoulders right into the breadbasket of Rik Luxury. He's not feeling very luxurious right now. Whips him out of the corner. Well, maybe not. Oh, look at that. Big kick there from Rik. He's throwing Dylan Drake right into the top turnbuckle. And now he's going to lift him right up to the top. What's going to happen from here? God only knows.
I've seen Rik Luxury hit a Russian leg sweep from the top rope.
Well, I doubt that's going to happen right now, but Rik Luxury, look at that. Firing back is Dylan Drake. He's got Rik off. And now Rik's getting up at least. Dylan Drake, watch out. This is where he's dangerous. Up and oh! Look at that flying body cross, and he wasn't able to hold on to the legs because of the pain there in his midsection, as you were mentioning, John. Maybe that came into the advantage of Pink Mink Inc. tonight, as Rik Luxury has a chance to possibly, right now, gather up some strength and get back in this contest. Matt Carlos on the outside.
The damage to Dylan Drake's mid-cage.
Oh, look at this. He's going for a cover. I don't think it's going to be enough. 2 and no. I just had a feeling that Rik wasn't going to be able to be put away right then by Dylan Drake. And right now it looks like we have Dylan Drake grabbing the head of Rik Luxury, getting him up to his feet. No, he's going to slam him back down. What's he going for here? Is that sharpshooter. Look at him. He's going to wrap those legs. And Magnificent Matt up there on the, look at this. Oh, look at Dylan Drake. Hits Magnificent Matt, who rolls to the outside. Whatever you want to call it, he's to the outside now and not involved in this match anymore. He needs to capitalize on those legs of Rik Luxury, in which he's unable to because Rik has conjured up some ability to get up. And look at this now. Oh, a thumb to the eye. There's that Russian leg sweep you were talking about. It's not from the top rope, but is it effective enough to put Dylan Drake away?
Of course it's effective. His rib cage is broken in half.
All right, now we're going to find out. Hold on here. Looks like Rik Luxury going up top to that top rope, and he's going to, what's he calling for? Oh, a leg drop, and he didn't quite get it. Dylan Drake's got the legs. He's going to wrap him around. What's he got here, John? It looks like that sharpshooter. He's got it over, and he's sitting on it. He's sitting on what's going to happen now. Look at, no. Oh, damn it. Damn it, Magnificent Matt comes in the ring, and this is going to end as a disqualification. Referee Sparky Ballard's called for the bell already, and oh my, come on, get him off of him. It's like a pack of wild dogs right now on top of.
Mink Inc. is making a statement here in Reno.
You can say that for sure, especially here on the biggest little wrestling show. In the last episode, we have seen them put the beat down to Jody Kristofferson, the Mexican werewolf El Chupacabra, and now Dylan Drake. Look at this, double against the ropes. Dylan Drake, what? They got him. Oh, double knees right there from both men.
Somebody get Dylan Drake a stretcher.
He may need it. Him, Chupacabra, and of course, Jody Kristofferson now have beef with Pink Mink Inc. I can only assume that Marcus Mack sitting at home very happy watching this right now. It's a very sick display. And look at that. Oh, another backcracker to the Eagle. And look at this. Oh, look at that. The Mexican werewolf and Jody Kristofferson are out. That's what I'm talking about. There's no stretchers needed here at the RWF. Both of these fighting competitors are back out here ready to defend their friend. And now there's no more beatdown by Pink Mink Inc. They're running scared for the back of the building here at RWF.